Been on SWAT, regular police corps SWAT. With the DEA, my last several years there, I was a Clan Lab tactical team leader. We raided meth labs, which are super dangerous. And then of course military, with MPs also, just doing a lot of tactical stuff with them. A lot of riot control teams too. When I do the teams, so if I got 4 hours, I'll work them for 4 hours. It may be clear this room 20 times, same thing, go, go. But when I stop them to discuss a movement, I'm not going to spend more than 2 or 3 minutes total. I'll pick 1 or 2 things to point, hey, let's work on this. I may have solved 5 or 6. Because if I give them too much information, when they get ready to move again, they're going to be, okay, I forgot all of it. You gave me too much. So just one thing at a time, repetition. Most of it actually people actually figure out on their own. SWAT's not difficult. They worked hard getting a team that can gel and learn and execute an impossible mission completely trusting each other. It's not the tactics. You could learn that on your own. It's the teamwork. That's what's really important with SWAT teams. We're going to work on going through doors now. So there's a couple of different ways for going into rooms. If we're stacked on the same side, I always say the point man, number one, is never wrong. If I want to go straight across, I go straight across. A basic tactic, it's not true every time, but a basic one to get used to starting off is you go opposite of where the person in front of you goes. So if you go straight, I button hook in. If I decide to button hook in, you go straight. Because what we're doing, we're dividing the room, divide and conquer. And the third person, if you're doing 3, depends on how you set your team up. There's 100 different ways to set up. Third person may go right down the middle or post at the door. But we're going to practice going through. First guy's never wrong. I always like, if I'm coming up when I was point man, I can see as far as I can this way. I'll cut the pie, meaning, you ever heard the term, cut the pie? So I want you to stand over here, over in here somewhere, back away from the wall a little bit, maybe right in there somewhere. So cutting the pie is me slowly, you know how pies are cut in little pieces, right?
Yeah.
It's me slowly cutting in pieces until I can see you before. You tell me, tell me when you can see me. I see your foot, your left foot. Huh?
I don't see it all.
I see your left foot. I got more of your foot, so I know you're there.
Oh, I got you.
Yep, I see I see all of this. So that's cutting the pie. You can do it slow and fast. It's let me clear as much of this room without going in that I can. If you got good cover, you might could cut the pie all the way to the other side of the door. And go, okay, I see everything except for that 3% of the room and that 3% of the room.
Got you. So basically it's clearing out certain sections of the room.
Clearing the room before you go in.
Gotcha.
As much as you can. Now it might be too dangerous for me to go all the way this way, depends on what you're doing, what the mission is, what threat you have. But the more you can cut and look, the safer. You also can do it with mirrors. Con your SWAT team, everybody carried a mirror. What we did, we got little mirrors from the CVS pharmacy. We got paint sticks, stir sticks. We glued that mirror on there, tape that paint stick up with electrical tape, and tape that mirror. So if I were here, even on real world stuff, we use it all the time, I couldn't tell what's that way. I get my mirror out, and I mirror the room. There's nothing there. I can see. I mirror the room, then I feel okay. Those are different ways to see in the room. And we'll practice that a little bit too. But right now we're going to stick with moving through the door. You ever heard the term fatal funnel?
Never.
Fatal funnel is here in the doorway. Everything, all the sight and vision funnels to the doorway. So if I'm moving fast, boom, the person that usually gets shot is number 2.
Really?
Yeah. Because what happens is, they see me. They come up to aim, I'm still moving, and then the next person is right here who their eyes are already attached to, and then they go for that one.
Don't be number 2 is what you're saying, man.
Well, yeah. Well, it happens.
Yeah.
So if I'm number one, if I decide to go straight across, that means you go on the opposite. We're crisscrossing, and that I might be here to kind of let you know what we want to do for some hand signals. I might do that.
What's that mean?
That means crisscross.
Oh, okay. So you go in this way and I go
do
that way?
And I'll go crisscross. I'm number one. Once your team gets working, you don't have to do that. You don't even have to do that. You just go opposite what I do. If I'm number one, I'm the leader, or I'm the point guy, I'm going to be a point anyway. So, but what can happen, reason you might want to do that stuff, as you get moving through the structure, you might be number two when you enter, then as you move through the residence or the building, you might end up working with the guy that was number 6, just how you dump in rooms. So the raid that killed Osama bin Laden, I think, I don't know the exact number, but I think that the SEAL that actually killed him was somewhere around 14th in the stack. He wasn't even close. It's just as they started clearing rooms, he started getting closer to the front to where, boom, now he's the point. So the point guy may not be the one that gets the shot or has to take it. Might be 10, 11, 12, 14, 15. It just depends on where you end up in the house. Crisscross, I'm number one. And it's really just one step in the doorway. It's, as I come here, now I'm posting, I always click quick at everything. It's boom, 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 boom. So you stay right there. So you watch me now. You're good watching me. So number 2, he goes by. You're literally on my ass. As soon as you go through, my foot moves, your foot, and it's boom, down.
So I turn, I point this way at the door first and then out this way?
Yeah, so if you're number 2, I'm coming in here, you see where I am? I'm here, right? As you go in front, I might drop it so I don't flag you. Flagging is your barrel going across your partner.
Gotcha.
It happens. It's no big deal as long as the finger's not there. You work to not do it so you don't have an accident. So as you come through, boom, he goes, I'm here, I'm stepping, bam, I'm scanning, I'm looking.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that clip and you want to see the full episode, click right here. If you want to watch another one, right here, subscribe. And if you want to watch some TV or film, click right here. Thanks.